There's something about the Porsche 911. It's not just a car, it's a feeling. A shape that your eyes never forget. A sound that stirs your chest before it even reaches your ears. You see one on the road, and for a second, you stop breathing. That timeless curve, that wide rear stance, those round headlights staring back like eyes full of history. Every detail whispers a story of speed, passion, and obsession. Since the very first model rolled out in 1964, the Porsche 911 hasn't just evolved, it's endured. It's the rare machine that grows older without ever growing old. Each generation keeps its soul, that rear-engine heartbeat, the balance between chaos and control, but refines the experience like a song that gets clearer with time. Slide into the driver's seat, and the world around you slows down. The door closes with a solid, confident click. You feel cocooned in precision, leather stitched tight, gauges glowing softly, the faint scent of oil and craftsmanship in the air. It's not luxury that screams. It's luxury that listens. Turn the key, or today, press the button, and the flat-six engine wakes like a sleeping animal. There's a brief pause, then a growl, deep and smooth, as if the car is clearing its throat, ready to speak in speed. Your pulse matches the idle rhythm. You grip the steering wheel, perfectly weighted, and there's this unspoken promise. I'm yours, if you can handle me. The first mile is always the same. You smile, almost in disbelief. Because this car doesn't just move, it communicates. Through every vibration, every subtle tug in the wheel, every change in engine tone, it tells you what the road is saying. And somehow, it feels like it knows you too. The 911 isn't built to isolate you from the drive. It's built to connect you to it, to remind you that driving can still be human. In a world of self-driving cars and digital distractions, the 911 remains gloriously analog at heart. Every curve, every corner, every downshift feels like a small rebellion against boredom. Take it on a coastal highway, maybe along California's Pacific coast. The sun's low, the ocean's glowing orange, and the road winds ahead like a ribbon made for this very car. Windows down, engine humming, air salty and cool. You don't need music. The exhaust note is enough. That signature, raspy howl as you push through third gear. It's not noise, it's character. The kind that gives you goosebumps, even after 100 drives. And when you park it, maybe at a quiet overlook or a diner off Route 1, people notice. Not because it's loud or flashy, but because it's unmistakable. They look at it the way people look at a piece of art they recognize from somewhere deep in memory. Some might say, nice car. But others, the real ones, just nod. They know what it means. The Porsche 911 has always been more than horsepower or speed. It's about feeling alive, about owning a moment that can't be replicated by technology or trends. You can't fake the way it makes you feel. It's the smell of the interior when the engine's warm, the click of the shifter as it finds gear, the tiny pause before acceleration, the heartbeat before flight. And yes, it's practical. A supercar that you can drive every day. It doesn't demand to be hidden in a garage or treated like a trophy. It wants to move, to breathe, to live on the road. That's what separates the 911 from everything else that tries to be it. It's not trying at all, it just is. People talk about dream cars, about machines that live only on posters or screensavers. But the 911 is the dream that made it into reality. It's not about how fast you can go, but how deeply you can feel. It's about that perfect balance of past and present, the nostalgia of what driving used to mean, blended with the precision of what driving can still be. You don't need to be rich to love a 911. You just need to understand what passion sounds like at 7,000 revolutions per minute. You need to know that sometimes perfection isn't silence. It's the sound of controlled chaos wrapped in beauty. The Porsche 911 doesn't age, it matures. It doesn't shout, it speaks. And if you listen closely, it says the same thing it's been saying for over 60 years. Let's go for a drive. Because driving a 911 isn't about getting somewhere faster. It's about remembering why you started driving in the first place. For that rush of wind, the weight of the steering in your hands, the road stretching out like a promise. It's freedom distilled into metal, leather, and soul. So, when you see a Porsche 911 glide by in silver, red, or that deep midnight blue, don't just see a car. See a legacy. See a dream that never needed to wake up. The Porsche 911, classic, timeless, and still the most human car ever built.